Hej og velkommen til Hattrick. I dag er vi taget på besøg hos Tosin Kehinde from Randers FC. Welcome, Tosin.
Thank you.
Nice of you to take your time to be here with us.
No problem at all.
Perfect. First off, I would like to know how have you been spending the national break here? Have you got some time off or?
Yes, we've had some time off, but there's a few of us that we stayed behind to do some extra work and just, get a bit more training done.
Yeah, because you started a bit late.
Yes, so I have a bit of catching up to do.
Yeah, okay. So is that annoying for you to do when all the other players are going off for a few days off and you just stay here? And
your initial reaction can be like a little bit like, but like to be at the same shape and at the same level as everybody else. You have to do it. So it's okay.
So it's a price you have to pay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Tosin, to start up with, we have 3 fast questions.
Okay.
It's just a bit of fun to get us warmed up.
Okay.
And it's always something about music and football, and then at the end I've got a question to you from one of your teammates.
Okay.
But we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one, we'll start off with the music. And I thought this was relevant because you're from England.
Mm-hmm.
And at least one of these bands have warm feelings for Manchester City. So perhaps the answer is easy.
I know it is already.
Would you go with? I'll give you 2 choices, and you explain why you pick one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go with Blur or Oasis?
Even though they have their ties to City, I would go with Oasis.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make good music.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's what's on the rack at home. You listen to Oasis?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, that was a bit interesting. I thought you would go with Blur.
No,
Oh.
I only know one Blur song.
Okay.
But I know quite a few Oasis songs.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't care about the football association?
Not so much.
City?
Not so much.
Okay, great. Footballers.
Okay.
Wayne Rooney or Ryan Giggs?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
But I think I'll go with Rooney.
Yeah. Why Rooney?
I don't know. There's just there's something about the way he plays. He plays with like this energy and aggression, especially when he was younger.
Yeah.
So I think just because of that.
Yeah.
But it's a tough one between the two because I like both of them.
And the legends, both of them.
Exactly.
In United, yeah. But if you have to compare yourself as a footballer to any of those 2, which one of them do you think you are the most alike?
You see, I feel like I'm a combination of like both.
Yeah.
Because Rooney was not like a pure striker that stands up with the defenders. He roams around the pitch, and he like connects the play sometimes.
Yeah.
Even played in midfield sometimes.
Yeah.
And Giggs, he started off on the wing, but as he got older, he
also
was able to play in the
center,
middle.
yeah.
So I think I'm a little bit of both because I don't stay out wide all the time.
No.
Sometimes I drift inside. I like to go in the middle and connect things as well.
So if we were talking about Football Manager, would you then be an inside forward?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right or left?
Left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was 2 of the warm-ups.
Yeah.
Now we got the question from one of your teammates, and I don't know if you know who it is.
No, I don't.
No, it's Björn Koppen.
Oh, he always makes things difficult.
Yeah, and I think he's put you up for this one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Tosin, I ask you one question because now you learn Danish. Of course, I have to say it in Danish. Så hvorfor skifter du til nummer 10 nu? Hvad er sket med dig?
Did you get that?
I think he said, why did I change to number 10?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Well, I've always liked the number 10.
Yeah?
And, Kamara had it before me. And I asked him, if he had like any significant attachment to the number. If he didn't mind if I wanted to take it. And he said he didn't have a problem. So that was
okay.
it.
But does it have any special meaning for you to play in a certain number?
Not particularly, but it's just something that you know when you're a kid
Yeah.
and
The
you
number 10
get to pick a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have a favorite number.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's all sentimental.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Okay, great. What about the learning Danish? Is it are you taking Danish courses?
Yes, me and Isa, we are taking Danish lessons.
Yeah.
It's going well, but it's also going slow.
Yeah, but Danish is a difficult language to learn.
Yes. But I think we're picking it up slowly because just through conversations with listening to people's conversations and when the coach is addressing the team, we're especially like football terms, we're picking up the football terms quite quickly.
Yeah.
It's just now trying to make general conversation and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Because Randers FC is dominantly players from Scandinavia, so you have to pick it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is the most common football sentence you've learned?
Skifte.
Skift side?
Yeah, skifte.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Well, Tosin, that was the warm-up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
So now we're going to the bit that is a little bit more serious, but still entertaining.
Yeah.
I think most of the people following Randers FC knows that you have been through the Manchester United Academy. And I could imagine as a young footballer that would be an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate a bit for us about your time spent there?
Yeah, I joined the club when I was, I think, 13, and I played. Yeah, I just went through the age groups and till the under 23s. From what I could say about my time there, it was a great learning experience because you come from Sunday league football where you play just with your friends and things like that, and at United you learn what it means to play in like a proper structure, and they try and teach you what it means to play for a team and how like important it is to win. Because when you come from Sunday league football, it's like okay, it only matters if I play well, or the result doesn't matter so much. But like when you play for a club like that, they like to show you like the history of the club and what it means to the fans, and how many people are that you're playing for really. So they try and teach you the importance of the game, and they really helped in developing my skills, because everybody comes in with a certain level of skill, but through the years of being there, they teach you a variety of skills that even when you leave, you're still using them years down the line. So yeah, I say it was a fantastic time.
Yeah. Is it something you have to qualify for being at the academy, or do you just become a member, or how does that work?
So it's like let's say you were playing for I think the best way to describe it is like if you were playing for Hornbeck.
Yeah.
And Randers FC, they have their scouts, and they come, they watch the games, maybe like the little kids, maybe like they start up from under 9, so you could start from like 8 years old.
Okay.
So let's say they go to a Hornbeck game, they see a kid that they think, oh, he's got some talent.
Yeah.
So they may talk to your parents, and then they'll invite you for like a trial.
Yeah.
And then the trial could be a week, it could be a month, it depends how long they need to look at you as a player and to decide whether they want to bring you on.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how it works. I think I was playing for my local team. A scout came to watch my game and then spoke to my coach, who then spoke to me, and then from there I was told to come on a trial, and then that's how it worked.
Okay. Were you always a Man United fan even before you started at your local club?
No.
No?
I was, when I first moved to England, my favorite player was Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
So I was an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
But my local team that I joined when I was like 9, the coach was a United fan.
Yeah.
And I was really close with him.
Okay.
And he took me to my first game at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
And since then, that was it. Yeah.
It was mind blowing.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, you mentioned it yourself that some of the things that was important at the academy was learning about playing for a team and also learning about the history of Man United.
Yes.
And the responsibility players have when they play for United.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that affect you? The environment there. How did that affect you as a young player?
It just makes you, I would say, very, very motivated. You know.
Yeah.
When you go into the club, they have the pictures of the players on the wall, especially in the gym.
Hi. Well, Tosin, sorry, but we got disturbed.
Yes.
We've been red carded from the room and have to move to another location. But I think we were just getting to hear about your time at Man United Academy.
Yeah.
And to wrap that up, is there anything particular that has stayed with you in the way you approach your football?
I think the biggest thing for me is probably just trying to do everything to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
I feel like at United, it was like you took everything one day at a time.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that they try to teach you is not to cheat yourself or not to cut corners.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be times where you feel like, okay, I don't want to do this extra one, or I don't want to go and do extra training today, or I don't want to go to the gym. There's always going to be things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But it's the little things that make the big difference at the end of the day. So I'll say that's the biggest thing.
So the responsibility for yourself and the way you approach it is the main thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, you were at the academy to about 2018.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you went to Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about? You moved from England at Man United to Portugal.
It was just me and my family. We were just thinking about where we wanted to go next, and you know, we felt as though going abroad would be the best for me in terms of my style of play. I feel like in England we felt like it would be difficult for me to play, you know, due to my size and everything. It's quite physical in England, so we thought it would be probably better suited for me to go
a more continental style of play. Yeah. Okay. So you went to Portugal and your family came with you?
In the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. And then you were at Portugal for about a year, and Randers FC discovered you.
Yes, they did.
You could say, yeah.
Yeah.
And they made an approach for you and a loan deal for 1 year with a possibility of buying you. Yeah. What did you think about that when you heard about the interest from Randers FC?
I was very happy.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing so much in Portugal. I was getting a little bit frustrated. So when I heard Randers FC were interested, I was very happy. I was more than happy to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
With the prospect of playing some more first team football.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes.
Okay. Did you know much about Randers FC before you moved?
No.
No.
No, I didn't. And you know, when you're moving to another country and you know you're thinking about all the different things like the language, what are the people gonna be like?
Yeah.
But I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But one of the things when you come to a new country and a new club, you always hear about the players have to adapt.
Yeah.
They have to adapt to the culture, social life, but also tactics on the pitch. Could you try to be precise about the things you had to learn about the way Randers FC plays.
The first thing I had to learn was how much running we have to do, because we are a pressing team if we can.
Yeah.
And we are a very physical team, and we like to, be physical with the opponents, and that requires you to be able to cover a lot of distance. So, when I first came, I wasn't at the same level as everybody else, so I found it a little bit difficult in the beginning.
Yeah.
And the coach, pushed me to work on that side of my game more, to give more, to help the team.
Yeah.
So I would say that was the biggest thing, and just learning like the positioning.
Yeah.
Positioning of where you need to be when we have the ball and when we don't have the ball and things like that. So those were the two biggest things, I think, for me.
Yeah. Okay. And I would suppose that those things are the easiest to learn when you play.
Yes.
So you do it when you train, and then you played reserve league games.
Yes. Reserve league games are very good for you to be able to work on, like you said, the things that you may speak with the coach about, that he wants you to try and import into the games.
Yeah.
And just for you to get into a rhythm of playing games and things like that. Yeah.
So it's useful.
Yeah. Reserve league games are useful, especially in terms of like, there's a difference between training all the time and playing matches.
Yeah.
You can't get match fitness from training.
No.
So it's not the same. So reserve league games are very important.
So the level of opponents is okay at reserve league games.
Yes. Because of course sometimes they might be a young team, but a lot of the times there'll be first team players from the opponents that they might also need the match fitness. So
coming back from injury.
Exactly.
And so on,
So it's most of the time it's at a very good level.
Yeah. Okay. What have you experienced any differences between the football culture in England and Portugal and in Denmark?
You know what? It's in some ways quite similar, because of course you'll have your Copenhagen type of teams who they play the ball, they try and play in all areas, and you'll find your different style of play throughout each team in the league. So I think it's not that different. I think the biggest difference would just be maybe the speed of play. I think even in Portugal, I thought going to Portugal it would be more like technical and keeping the ball, but no, different teams in the league have different styles. Like the lower teams, they're very, very physical. I would say they're also a little bit they know how to play the referee a little bit more. They're a little bit smart like that in Portugal. But I think the similarities is that different teams have different styles of play, and no matter where you go, it seems to be the same case. That the smaller teams, they have a style of play that they feel works for them.
To get the points.
To get the points.
Okay. Well, and you mentioned it a little bit also. There are other things than the football side of it when you are coming to a new country. How well have you adapted to the life in Denmark?
To be honest, it's been really good, because the club they do all they can to help you with all these things. I was worried, okay, how am I going to get, where am I going to go to get food? Where am I going to live? How am I going to get this, that, and the other? But whenever I've had any problems, I've been able to talk to someone at the club, and we've been able to sort everything out. So it's been relatively easy. And
the culture
I go out with some guys from the team.
Yeah.
The guys that live in Randers, I usually hang out with them.
Yeah.
Most of the time on my day off. But I'm quite a relaxed person. If I don't go out, I can just be in my house and just watching TV shows, watching football.
Yeah.
I'm quite a relaxed kind of guy, so it doesn't really bother me where I am. I think I'd be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good ability to have.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. This summer, Randers FC wanted to use the option they had to buy you. But according to Søren P., there was a bit of an issue about the price.
Yeah.
That was from the beginning an agreement between the two clubs, but then Corona and everything else made an impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the transfer saga was a bit prolonged.
Yeah. It went on longer than I.
Exactly. But how did you feel about that?
In some ways, you want it to be over as quickly as possible, but I knew the club wanted to sign me, so I knew eventually it would be resolved.
Yeah.
But it was just a little bit, frustrating.
Yeah. You had to be very patient.
Yes, and to be honest, I'm not that patient. I'm not that patient, so it was tough for me.
Yeah. Okay. Was there any? There was rumors in Denmark at that time that other clubs was interested in signing you. Was that an issue for you?
Not really, because although you might hear this, that, and the other, until something like really came of it, it wasn't really an issue.
Okay, so in your mind, you were focused on Randers.
Pretty much.
Okay. You had been here for a year before you signed eventually. Was there anything about that year that you learned about Randers FC that you thought, well, that's a good club for me?
I think the biggest thing that I learned about the club is just that everybody takes care of each other.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. That everybody tries to look after each other and tries to work for each other. Okay. And I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah.
So you could identify yourself with the values of the club.
Yeah, it was a place where I felt like if I give as much as I can, I'll get back.
Yeah.
As much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that important to you to feel that kind of trust?
Yeah, I feel like I think anybody wants to feel that if you give 100%, you also want to get back 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Your ambitions, your own ambitions, and your ambitions for you and the club. What is that going forward?
For me and the club, I feel like last year I was really disappointed that we couldn't go further in the playoff round. That hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So for me, it's if we can this year to either be in the championship round, or if we are going to be in the playoff round again, to win the playoff round. Because I felt like last year we had a really good chance to win that, and I want to correct that if we can. And on a personal note, for me, I feel like I want to contribute more to the team. Offensively, I want to get more goals and assists. So
yeah.
For me, I haven't really set like a number in terms of what I want to get. But I'm definitely trying to approach every game with the intention to try and help the team with goals and assists in every game, whichever game we play. So
yeah.
That's it for me this season. I just feel like I want to help push the team as far as we can go.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think there's it's a realistic chance that we could go into the Champions round?
Last year for me, if not for a few mistakes and a few things not going our way, we were right there,
yeah.
sixth for long periods of the season.
Yeah.
So I feel like the team that we have this year, we've kept more or less everyone, and we've even added some more players. So I feel like, you know, if everybody is on the same page and we can get playing in the right way.
Yeah.
And just if we can get playing in the right way and get the results going our way, I feel like we can do it this year.
Yeah. Okay. So it's possible.
Yeah.
It's no secret that the club signed you in order to fulfill your potential and then sell you and make some money. Does that affect you in any way? Does that put any pressure on you, do you think?
No, not really. I feel like the more I play, the better that I will become, because as you play, you learn more, you adapt, and most of the time you will become better because you don't repeat the same mistakes, and in everything you learn and you put into practice what you learn.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in if you put in the work, you know, you'll get the reward. So I know that as long as I keep trying to do the right things, that eventually it'll all come good. So
it'll pay off.
Yeah, there's no real pressure for me. I feel like as long as I keep playing and I keep trying to do the right things, everything should be fine.
Yeah, okay. Do you evaluate much on your own performances?
All the time.
Yeah, by yourself or with the coach, or how does that go?
By myself, with the coach, with my family.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the time.
Okay, trying to improve.
Always trying to improve.
Yeah, that's great, Tosin. Well, we're about to wrap off here, but we'll have to talk about the match coming up this Friday against Nordsjælland. It's no secret that Randers have been playing okay in the first few games, but they've missed a lot of chances, unfortunately. Have you been practicing finishing the last few days?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, during the break, the winter break, so we were doing like finishing, us that stayed behind to do the extra training. So yeah.
So there's a lot of goals coming from you on
hope
Friday.
So. I hope so. It all depends on how long I play.
Yeah. Okay. You need 10, 12 minutes.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
90 minutes.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Okay, Tosin. I would like to thank you for being a guest today and wish you the best of luck both for you and the club.
Thank you.
Ja. Og det var det for den her gang. Sådan lidt forhastet afslutning her, men sådan går det nogle gange desværre. Se mig igen næste gang.
See you.
See you.